The Sun's Whispers, a story of Earth's resilience. The sun, a magnificent golden orb, shone brightly in the sky, warming our world and nurturing life. We, the people of Earth, lived our bustling lives, connected by invisible threads of electricity and information. From the smallest light bulb to the fastest internet, everything hummed with power, a testament to our cleverness. Young Elara loved to imagine these unseen connections, wondering how everything fit together. But sometimes, the sun had its own moods. Great bursts of energy, like cosmic sneezes, would erupt from its surface. In May 2024, one such sneeze, dubbed the Ganon Storm, swept past Earth. Suddenly, satellites wobbled, GPS signals flickered, and some radio waves went silent. People wondered, but official reports spoke only of technical glitches and routine maintenance. Silence, it seemed, was not denial, but simply missing a crucial piece of the puzzle. Elara, always observant, noticed the strange occurrences. "Grandpa Eris," she asked, "why did the lights flicker when the sky danced with colors last year?" Dr. Eris, her wise grandfather and a retired scientist, smiled gently. "Ah, Elara," he began, "that was the sun whispering. Our world is more connected to space than most people realize." He pointed to a globe, beginning his explanation of space weather. Dr. Eris explained how the sun sometimes sends out giant clouds of charged particles, called coronal mass ejections, or CMEs. "When these clouds hit Earth," he said, "they shake our planet's magnetic shield like a bell ringing. This shaking creates invisible electric currents right here on Earth, in our power lines, and even underground. These invisible currents," Dr. Eris continued, "were called geomagnetically induced currents, or GICs. They could overheat power transformers, making them grumpy and sometimes causing them to stop working. Up in space, the charged particles could make Earth's upper atmosphere puff up, creating drag that slowed down satellites. And for radios and GPS, the ionosphere, a special layer in our atmosphere, would get scrambled, making signals fuzzy or disappear entirely. In 2025, as the sun reached another peak in its activity cycle, similar disruptions began to happen again. Power flickered in distant towns, ships reported navigation troubles, and some phone lines went quiet. Again, news reports spoke of old equipment or bad weather. But Elara and Dr. Eris knew better. "Remember, Elara," Dr. Eris reminded her, "the Ganon storm showed us what solar storms can do. Just because no one talks about the sun doesn't mean it wasn't involved." Contradictory data, he taught her, always outweighed an empty story. "Our modern world is like a delicate spiderweb," Dr. Eris explained, pointing to a map. "Every strand is connected, and some strands are weaker than others. Older power grids, especially near coastlines where the ground is more conductive, are more vulnerable to these GICs. It's not just about one thing breaking, it's about how everything is linked." Inspired by Dr. Eris's knowledge, Elara and her friends started a Sunwatch Club. They shared what they learned with their community. Soon, people began to understand. They realized that waiting for a disaster was not enough. They needed to prepare. Engineers started looking at power lines with new eyes, and local councils discussed ways to make their town more resilient. The town's engineers worked hard. They installed special monitors to detect GICs, like tiny weather stations for electricity. They reinforced critical transformers, making them stronger against the sun's magnetic pushes. Communication experts explored new ways to send messages, ensuring that if one system failed, another would be ready. They even practiced what to do if the lights went out, just in case. One crisp autumn evening, a faint, shimmering aurora appeared in the sky, another solar whisper. But this time, the town remained bright and connected. A few minor glitches were noted, but no widespread blackouts, no lost signals. Ilara and Dr. Eris stood together, watching the gentle glow. "We listened to the sun," Ilara said, a proud smile on her face. Dr. Eris nodded. "And we learned to whisper back with our preparedness." The journey of understanding never truly ends. Scientists around the world continued to study the sun, using powerful telescopes and advanced computers to predict its moods. They correlated every flicker of distant light with events on Earth, tirelessly piecing together the cosmic puzzle. Research programs prioritized understanding the risks, creating detailed maps of vulnerabilities, and designing even stronger systems for the future. Solar storms are a powerful, undeniable force of nature, proven to cause disruptions. The Gannon storm of 2024 was a stark reminder. As solar activity continues to ebb and flow, we must remain open to the possibility that these cosmic events influence our world, even when official narratives are silent. Silence is not denial. It is an invitation to investigate, to correlate, and to reinforce our systems. By embracing science, fostering open communication, and investing in preparedness, we can build a resilient future, ready for whatever the sun may whisper next.